As an official language of New Zealand, the New Zealandic language is spoken by a little over 5.3 million people, primarily within New Zealand. It belongs to the Anglic branch of the Germanic language family. Its closest relatives are the Canadian language and others. Human settlement in New Zealand began in 1200 CE via the Austronesian expansion into Oceania. As a relatively new country, the Māori, the inhabitants that came into New Zealand, established communities, as were the only humans living on the islands at the time. This dynamic would shift in the 1700s during the time of European expansion, as the English entered New Zealand. As British colonies in New South Wales, which would later become part of Australia, were being established, Europeans made their way into New Zealand. At the time it was called Aotearoa in Māori. Between 40 Māori chiefs and Captain William Hobson, the Treaty of Waitangi was signed, in order for the colony of New Zealand to be declared as a separate entity. The majority of migrants that came to New Zealand were of British and Irish origin, many of them coming from New South Wales. Many of these migrants were criminals, although many of them didn't commit as heinous crimes as others. With these variant accents and dialects mixing in with each other, alongside no central meaning for others to be exposed to these accents, dialect leveling occurred, so everyone could understand each other. Dialect leveling just means that dialectal elements of speech get flattened so everyone can understand each other. For the most part, these influences helped New Zealandic become the language it is today. But what is New Zealandic like? Let's look at a few sentences. This sentence means he eats with me every morning.
He eats with me every morning.
Almost every word translates into English. The main difference will be the vocabulary. And of course, as you also see, it's spelling. While the spelling is confusing to those who haven't been exposed to New Zealandic, it's a phonetic alphabet. That means that one grapheme equals one sound. One easy part of New Zealandic writing is that long vowels get spelled twice, meaning that they're longer than short vowels. Here's a sentence meaning, I will try again.
I'll try again.
The personal pronouns of New Zealandic are very close to those of other Germanic languages, and of English. But pronouns in New Zealandic have inflections to reflect the tense of the verb. In this case, the future. Though of course these are personal pronouns. Let's try and use another pronoun. This sentence means, some of us will try again.
Some of us will try again.
Here, this is the future inflection of the paucal pronoun. In other words, a few of us, in English, or some of us. If a word has irregular stress in writing, it gets marked with an acute accent. This is usually for words that have irregular stress. Here's a sentence meaning, we found all of the holes.
We've found all of the holes.
In the English sentence, it's in the preterite or simple past tense, while in New Zealandic, the pronoun
we've
indicates the present perfect. In other words, it'd be like we have found in English.
The
is the definite article. New Zealandic's definite article usually attaches to the end of the previous word, whether another noun, pronoun, or any other type of word. Here's a sentence meaning, have you been to my house?
You guys have been to my house, eh?
This sentence looks very close to the English sentence. One thing you can notice is the possessive adjective, meaning my. Most of these are cognate to English and other Germanic languages. And here you notice the word
eh,
which is an interjection. Interjections are used to emphasize a particular part of a phrase, or as an addition to it. In this case, it intensifies the question. And one more sentence, meaning most of you can see it.
Most of you can see it.
Again, this sentence is very close to the English sentence, but
Can
is a suffix that indicates the potential. In other words, something is possible. I should point out that the suffix is differently pronounced than the full word,
can,
which can refer to the verb or the noun. Many words in English that are homophones, in other words, words that can sound the same, are differentiated in writing in New Zealandic to reflect their type of word, whether a noun, verb, or something else. New Zealandic is very close to Standard English, and a lot of English dialects are very close to New Zealandic as well. The various accents and dialects in New Zealand will also differentiate from each other for the most part. Of course, some vocabulary is different, but a lot of people understand each other for the most part. And while there isn't a lot of Māori influence, some Māori vocabulary is in New Zealandic. So, let me ask you, which parts of New Zealandic feel familiar to you? Do you notice that anything feels strangely similar to English, or do you feel like these are very close similarities? And for people from New Zealand, do you notice any noticeable accents or dialects that are difficult to understand? Leave those down in the comments down below. I'd like to thank you all for watching this little video of mine. I will see you in the next video. Until then, peace. Oh, by the way, April Fools.